to protect your soul.
Yo, 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 yo. Let's get this going. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, guys? It's about to go off. It didn't do it. It didn't do it. What up, Landon? It's gonna do it. Gonna go off. I know it is. All right. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Epic Smasher, and today is Motivational Monday. Chantel, I see you there. Drea, Mary, Landon. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Ow, ow. It is about to echo in one slight minute. For whatever reason, it's not pulling up. Drea says hi. Mary says hi. Landon says, yo, what's up, dude? What up, bro? You guys, welcome. If you guys have questions about life, why isn't it connecting? Come on, connect. 2.2. It's being weird. Come on. Come on. Refresh. Okay, something's going on with that one. It is all good, grand gravy. And we're supposed to be in this screen. Boom. Boom. That's much better. Okay, Chantel, how does it look over there? Ooh, that's cool, Landon. Let's go. You guys, I like that. That's awesome. So Landon said he ended up sending in a question on the Google form link. So for everyone who doesn't know, today is Motivational Monday. It's where I answer your questions, give you some motivation, some positivity, a different way of thinking. And you guys can all ask questions, whether you're in the chat, which would make it not anonymous, so people would know it was you, or you can ask the question in our Discord. There's a Google form that you can fill out. And when you fill that out, it goes over and my brand manager looks at it and make sure that it's the right fit for the audience. Sometimes there'll be people who will say some, spammy stuff or whatever it is. So we just want to make sure that it's correct, it's on point, so it gets filtered. I don't see it until this very moment. While we're on the live stream, one question at a time, it will come up. Shao, welcome. So I appreciate you guys. Grayson, what up, broski? Ow, ow. I appreciate you guys. For anybody who has questions, if you do, awesome. If you don't, and you just want to tune in, you want to listen, or if you know somebody who needs a smile, who needs some positivity in their life, send them over the URL, okay? Put a message in it too, like, yo, thought you could use this. How can I be? Welcome, how can I be? Cam Block smashing that follow button. Welcome to the Smashers. Boom, baby. Ow, ow. There you go. There you go. Hats. What up, Hats? Cam says, can I get mod? Mod takes a long time to get, guys. How can it be? I have no idea. How can it be? How would we know? He says it's obvious. Gnarly. My fish, welcome. We are doing Motivational Monday for anybody who's currently tuning in, never been here before. If you've never been here before, say new in the chat. If you've been here before, say you're an OG. Let everybody know what's going on. Chevy, welcome. So, Motivational Monday is where you guys can put questions in the chat or in the Google form, Discord form, and they will be asked. Chantel says OG. There we go. Kyvan. What up, Kyvan? Thank you, Chantel. Smashing that like button as well. Marissa. Welcome, Marissa. Ooh. Got to make sure that the camera's on point. Okay. What was that? Oh, it was Kyvan. Kyvan, smashing that follow button. Welcome to the Smashers. Boom, baby. Ow, ow. Here we go. I need a drink. Pretty close, Landon. I'd say that's pretty close. Landon says, yeah, mod's pretty hard to get in most streams. Most people can't just come in, get mod unless they have been in the community for a while and have been active. I think that's a reasonable thing to say, he says. Yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close. You want the growth of the channel and you're doing things naturally that add up to why it would make sense to why you should be mod. It's like, oh, okay, you do these things for the stream, delegating, you know, you're just making that process easier so that way I don't have to worry about it. Cool, awesome. That makes you a right fit. It makes you in the direction of a right fit. Thank you so much, Chantel. Thank you so much, Chantel. Chantel says you're looking very smart tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Kindly. Let's make sure this is pulled up. What up, Bloodshot? Ball up. How can it be? No, I was not. I would definitely have been on there if I was asked, for sure. Wholeheartedly. My nose, it just... Okay. Yeah, if I would have been asked, wholeheartedly I would have went, bro. Wholeheartedly I would have went. I love the surprise. The surprise was absolutely epic. And I'm rooting for everybody. Oh, that would be a good twist. That would be a good twist. Landon says, I was actually just about to say, is that the guard suit from Beast Games? It kind of looks like it. Bro, if I was going back to Beast Games, that would be insane. Yeah, eventually. But that would be cool if it was just like more surprise along the way. It's like, okay, you can add another player. Bruh. Thankfully they did it. I'm really, really happy with all 10 that went. Seriously. Sammy says, not missed questions. You have not missed any questions. No, not yet. That would be funny if he's just hiding randomly. That would be good. Landon says, now we just need Eric in the back of the stream in a ghillie suit. If he was just hiding, that would be crazy. Ben tell you about the Beast game on Fortnite? No. Is there a Beast game on Fortnite? Is there a Beast games on Fortnite? What? That's You've been testing one out. How has it been? How has it been? When did these come out? Well, that's the first season. Season 1. Okay, so that's got to be season 2. Parkour. That's wild. No one literally has played it yet. All these, I can't believe. When did this one come out? View creator. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Beast Games Pit, Beast Games Tycoon, Beast Games Parkour. Okay, so they got three of these maps. Okay. Yeah, look at that grin. I know, cause I'm like looking at all these cool opportunities to play cool games. I want to see what that one's like. It's up to 7 players. That one's up to 32 players. All right. We'll get into that. But for now, let's do these questions. All right. Benji, I am ready for the first question, mate. Chantel, smashing that the like button. They had one last year. Last year they had the obstacle course one. I tried to do it. I did not make leaderboards for that, but I wanted to. I tried so hard, but I did not make leaderboards for it. Okay. Here we go. Here's the first question. First question is, okay. I didn't understand. I didn't understand some of it because it was broken up. I'm like, okay, here we go. Thanks to your motivation, I've stayed stuck at the job hunting and not giving up by applying to 2 to 3 jobs a day instead of loads and overwhelming myself. I applied for one today that I really want, so fingers crossed. Thank you very much for all the motivation, help, and wisdom that you pass on. It's been really helpful, so thank you so much. You're brilliant. Wow. Thank you. That's cool. I am glad that you are taking your time and you're not overwhelming. You don't deserve to be overwhelmed. This is a good process. Enjoy the process. And I appreciate you for letting me know how it helped. That means a lot, guys. That means a lot to know that Mondays are helpful. And it warms my heart to know that it warms my heart to know that you guys are are going along your journey, and it's helpful. And that's cool. That is really, really cool. And I really appreciate that so much for you letting me know how that's helped you, and I'm excited for you. And this is going to be a cool opportunity for you, and your this opportunity that you're wanting is going to be really, really awesome. And I hope that it works out, and I'm going to pray that it works out. And you deserve it. And everybody else who's out here trying your hardest and figuring out new ways to make things happen. That's really cool. I appreciate that so much. I was expecting a question, and I was like, "Whoa, that's like it's a lot, and it's split up." And I was like, "Oh snap!" But that's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Landon says, "Bro, it's only January. Don't make me start crying. Wait until April to make me cry." That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. My heart is like literally just like beating really fast right now. I'm like, dang, you're making an impact. So that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do is make an impact. And yeah, it means the world that it's helping. It means the world that it's helping. That just helped my spirit a lot. So thank you. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Um, Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It means the world. Ben says, uh, can you see the game? Can I see the game, Sammy? Oh, this is like number one. This is like number one. This is season one right here. Dang, they did a decent job. From what I can see based off the background, they did a decent job at creating it. It's pretty on point. Pretty close. Pretty close. Nostalgic feelings. Okay. Let me save this real quick. How do I save it? I think I have to play it in order to save it. Oh, it's Klombo's games. Oh, it's this one right here. Okay, hang on one second. Favorite. There we go. All right, I got it. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate you. Uh, Ben. Okay, so here's the next question. The next question. Ugh. What does savory mean? Savory, so I can get the definition correctly. What's savory? What does the word savory mean? Because I have a whole bunch of things that I love and I enjoy. Something that's not sweet. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, I can then yes, I can say this with all the bits of everything in the world. Here we go. Okay, so what the next question. Next question is, what is my favorite savory oh what is my favorite savory snack? My favorite savory snack. Oh, I just took them downstairs, bro. I just took them downstairs. I have to go get them. They are the Jack Link's Mr. Beast beef sticks. I need to get them. Hang on 1 second. Hopefully my camera doesn't go back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. You said I love that question. I wonder who wrote it. Probably you then, I'm assuming. Okay. So the question was, because we're back now and we got them. We got our favorite savory snack. So our favorite savory snack is Mr. Beast beef sticks. The Jack Link's Mr. Beast beef sticks. So good. So good. 100% beef, 100% beast. Dang! Yeah, they're delicious. I went through like 2 bags within like 2 days. You said, no, never. Oh yeah, so you wrote it. She wrote it. That's right. You need to send us some. Oh, you guys can't get them in your country? No, Sammy and Chantel, you guys can never have these. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a care package out there. Gonna have to get a care package out there. You said it's $50 to get delivered here. Holy moly! Dang. You can't either in Canada? What? That's insane. So we're gonna have to be the supplier. We'll just start getting drones and just sending them out. Yeah, okay. Sherry says she's down for the count with a bad cold. Sherry, I'm sorry you're not doing good. Sorry you're not doing good. Lay down, get some rest. Dang. Ooh, you guys got those Feastables though. Yeah. Yup. You gotta have Feastables. Feastables. They're all essential, guys. They're all essential. Dang. So good. Those Walmart drones. Exactly. Why not? What up, Sparky? Dylan, I see you. Okay. So next question. Good questions, guys. Good questions. I like these. They're all great. Every single one of them is great. You guys do a good job every time. For anybody who's tuning in and has no idea what's going on, this is Motivational Monday. Motivational Monday is when you guys are going through things. I'm here for you so you can ask questions either in the chat or in the Discord chat, which after the stream I will be in for like 5 minutes or so. So make sure you guys hop in to the Discord, have a talk for like 5 minutes. Let me know how the stream was, all the good stuff. We'll talk it up for like 5 minutes or so right after the stream. Here we go. So Motivational Monday, where you guys can put it in the Discord. You guys can put a message in there. There's a form that you're going to put in. And then once you put it in the form, it's anonymous. Nobody's going to know it's from you unless you let people know that it's from you. Now, if you put it in the chat, that's where everybody's going to know it's you. So anonymous versus not anonymous. So you want people to know or you don't want people to know it's from you. Because I don't know who any of these are from. My brand manager knows who they're all from. So cool. I don't see them to this very moment. So you guys are getting all fresh input, fresh answers. You have a question, Sammy? What's your question, Sammy? Sammy smashing that like button as well as Chantel. Let's go. You guys got up to what, 15 or 18K the last time? I think it was like close to 18, or if it wasn't 18. All right. So the next question is, when you're still figuring out who you are and feel pressure to have everything planned out, how do you stay confident in yourself and keep moving forward without feeling lost or behind? It's a great question. It's a great question. There are people at all sorts of ages. Let me just say this real quick. If you're still trying to figure things out and you have pressure from society, from family, from friends, from everyone around you to have it figured out, and you still haven't, and maybe you're feeling lost or behind, this is what you need to do. You need to understand that everyone at every different point in life is going to experience something different. I had kids early, right? I'm going to have success now and later on. I didn't have it early on because I had kids and I focused on that, which is great. It's amazing. Some people are going to have kids early and success later, or success early and kids later, or both, and then maybe change it up. So it's like some people are going to go to college for years and years to get masters and bachelors and all sorts of degrees. And some people are going to not go to college at all. Some people are going to... We're all at different parts in our lives. There's people now who are like 50, 60 years old and have no idea, have no clue, are struggling to figure it out, right? It doesn't matter. You can always pivot at any age. Do what excites you. And if you don't know what excites you at this moment, start doing stuff. Start doing stuff that's fun, that you think is fun, or be curious enough to give it a go. Be like, yo, that seems like it could be fun. Let me give it a go. Go try it. Do all those things that excite you, that brings the excitement, and you're going to find out what you want to do. You don't need it figured out. You can always pivot. You may think from now to 5 years you want to do one thing. That's great to have that direction. It's great to write it down. It's great to strategize. It may come that at the end of that 5 years or 3 years or whatever, you may completely have interests in other things in life. You may go from, being an engineer to loving to build houses. Like, things can change at any given point. You just learn things at different stages in life. And that's fine. So how to not feel lost is try to paint that direction as best as you can, even if it changes. That's why they have vision boards or storyboards, or what do they call those things, guys? Like yearly vision boards, right? That's why they have those vision boards. So you can put and imagine what you want and what pieces you want to play in the puzzle. And that can change every year. It can change every couple years, every 5 years, 10 years. Even if you have it all figured out and everything's going your way, there might even come a point where you're like, well, I want to try this. Even though you have it all figured out, and now you want to try something else. So don't get caught up in the feeling behind, because everyone's at different stages. And you're okay to be at the stage that you're at. Actually enjoy it. Enjoy it to the max. Because that's going to be, some of those things you're experiencing right now are going to be the funny stories, the things to look back at and be like, wow, those were rough times, but I'm glad I went through them because I am who I am. I have what I have now. Write down what you want to potentially do. And if you don't know that, go experience things. Go do fun things. Go participate in things that you have interest in, and then find out what pieces from there can you be a part of. For instance, if you like to snowboard and you love that's your favorite thing in the world, and you have no interest in, let's say, making snowboarding content where you're, riding the slopes, what else can you do? What else can you do? Can you still ride the slopes but find a piece in the puzzle that can make it even easier or better? Can you be a part of, maybe you want to make your own resort? So things can pivot and different visions can come up as you go through it. So don't be afraid to try things. Don't get caught up in you're left behind. And if you're feeling lost, go out, have fun, go try things. Be curious about it and figure out how you can solve a solution within it. And come up with a product or a company or a design or something around what you like and you enjoy. Cool? That's what I would say. Uja. I've never had those type of chips, but they sound very rare. They sound so rare that somebody would probably collect them in an empty smoky bacon chip packet and put it in their pocket. They're that good. Yeah. That's what Uja Pal says. You look like the type of guy who collects empty smoky bacon chip packets. That's right. In my pocket. As soon as I try them, if they're good enough, I just might. If the smell is great, you never know. Never know. Chantel, smashing that like button. What are we at right now? I'm ready for the next question. Chantel, you said you had a question. What does the 14.5 mean? The 11.5 mean? I don't know how many types of bacon there is. Oh, okay. 11.5 at the moment. 14. I'm like, what does this number mean? I forgot. Okay, yes. Okay, nice. What's your question as well? And when that one comes up, I'm going to read this one. Or while you're typing that one in. Landon says, that was my question, by the way, and I'm absolutely stunned by your answer. Really? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on it, bro? He says, I'm stunned. I'm stunned by your answer. I hope it helps. I hope it helps, bro. That's what I would want somebody to tell me at that young, at whatever age I'm at. It's like, yo, go out. What do you have interest in now? Okay, cool. Go out and do those things. What about it is fun to you? All right, sweet. Can you come up with a product or a solution to any of the things that you're doing that's fun? Okay, sweet. Awesome. Now I have a way to make money doing what I love. Sweet. Who gets to do that? Only the people who are thinking like that. Or just naturally, just subconsciously doing it, or you got to just put yourself in the right position. And just understanding that people are in the right spot at the right time, and things happen when you're supposed to happen. That it's your journey. And you're supposed to experience everything in life, all the things in life to build the character that you're supposed to become. Lyrie says, hi guys, what up, Lyrie? I don't see it, Sammy. I don't see it. Okay, here's the next question. I told my kids I was going to stop drinking alcohol this year. And then over the weekend, I snuck in a glass while they were busy, and now I feel ashamed for going against what I promised, against the promise I made to them. How do I overcome this shame and not feel like a bad mom? I want to have empathy with you and for you. And I feel this. I feel it. When we make promises to our children, some promises we can keep, some promises we can't. Some are made by choice and some we have to. Some's conditional. You had to go through that moment where you promised your kids something, reasonably so, and you had to go through the moment where you broke it, reasonably so. So that way you have that moment where you reflect and say, was this the best version of me? Or could I have been better? We can't go back. So don't feel guilt because or shame yourself because you can't go back, right? You made a choice. You can't go back to that choice. If you could, you'd probably make it better or different, or maybe you would even word it different to your kids. Who knows? But you did. And because you went through that moment, you had time to reflect a little bit. And upon your question, you're feeling all these feelings and you feel as if you're a bad mom. Well, let me say that you're not. You're not a bad mom. You're an amazing mom. And how you're an amazing mom is, one, you're even putting yourself out there to ask this question. You're allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to ask this question, which means you care. You truly care about your kids. It's a great mom. There's parents out there who don't care, who don't show up, who are not active, who abandon. And even if they are there in their lives, some aren't present. Some ignore their kids. Some beat their kids. Some make their kids feel shameful. There's many different aspects. But you're not a bad parent for making one choice that you're now reflecting on. You're now a parent that had to learn from their choices and have to adjust. So now, when you're put in that situation again, where you told your kids that you're going to stop drinking alcohol, and now you're put in that situation because they still believe this, which is still a belief. You are going to stop if that's truly what you want to do. Your position on it, stopping socializing, whatever it is. You don't have to do those things while you socialize with anybody. Build trust within yourself so that way you can build trust in your words that you say to others. Believe the words that you're saying so that way others will believe the words that you say. If you believe that you're going to stop, then you can tell them that you're going to stop. If you believe it's going to be hard to stop, you can tell them, hey, it's going to be hard to stop, and bear with me while I'm going through this transition, or support me while I'm going through it, whatever it may be. Or you can say, hey, I have all intentions of stopping. There may be times where I have a social drink. or you completely just stick to your plan, whatever it is, whatever your thoughts of what you can actually do. If you want to stop, you'll stop. But you have to build trust in yourself before you can build trust in the word that you're going to tell someone else. So yeah, did you make a mistake? Sure. Yeah, you told your kids something and then you went against it within reason. So don't be hard on yourself. Just next time, make a choice. Hey, right now in this moment, if I drink while my kids are around, or if I go against the word, which is the word that you said, that you're going to stop, if you make this decision right now, you're going against what you said to them, what you said to yourself, and there's no accountability or responsibility there. So when we say it to our kids, there's extra accountability. So you just have to know that when we tell our kids these things, they're going to expect this from us. They're going to try to hold us accountable like they should. And just like we should hold them accountable. You're not a bad mom. You're a great mom. You're making choices. This is your first, I don't know how many kids you have, but whether it's your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, this is your first time living life. And you're doing a great job. Breathe. Go day by day. And ask yourself how you can be better each day. How you can cut those habits out each day. I didn't do it today. I'm not going to do it today. I'm not doing it today. I'm not going to do it today. Whatever it may be. And in those moments that you feel like you need to drink, recognize them. And then fill the void with something else. What else brings you joy, or what else can allow you to escape the escapism? What are you trying to escape? What are you trying to feel? And allow yourself to feel those endorphins in a different way. I don't think drinking is bad. I think anything can be bad. Depends on the moderation and how long and how consistent. Anything can be if we do it too much. But you're not a bad person. I drink very rarely. But it's not because I think it's bad. It's because I like the version of me that doesn't. So there's not a bad version of me when I do. I just like to be able to control the version of me. So you're great. Don't have doubts in yourself. Just make a better choice. Your choice. It's not what I think is good or bad, or what I think is the best choice. It's what you think is the best choice. Okay, let's read these chats over here. Sammy, absolutely. Absolutely. I see the rose, I see the heart. If they didn't have the regrets or the worry, then when it's a problem. Oh, if they didn't have the regrets or the worry, that's when it's the problem. Heard. Yeah. Good call out. Good call out. Okay. Landon says, it surprised me, to be honest, in a good way. The way you said it was felt so cool. We need Epic Smasher as a therapist. That's funny. That is funny. I'm just here to help. I'm here to, in any way, bring positivity into your guys' life. That's what Mondays are for, said Sammy. That's right. That's right. I'll tell you. I promise it. Here we go. Gazelle says, "Is this about family topic? This is about any topic of your life that's happening that I can give you motivation, positivity, all that good stuff." We have probably about 12 minutes left, so I don't talk politics. I don't talk anything crazy, but only things that I'm knowledgeable in. If I'm not knowledgeable in it, I'll be like, yo, hey guys, I can give you a positive outlook, different things. Like that's what I'm trying to ultimately give. But if it's something that I'm not knowledgeable on it, I'm not gonna speak on it. Okay, that's okay, Gazelle. No. Gazelle, I'm sorry that you feel that way, and everybody has somebody. If you feel like you want to go meet people and you want to, in your case, based off what you're saying, is you want to get married eventually. You eventually want to have kids, and you feel like you're 32 years old, and you feel like that's getting older. You're young. You're really, really young. And there's certain times where it's safer to have kids at a certain age. So I hear you. You feel like you're there's a certain point. However, I've seen a lot of miracles, and I know that yeah, it might be harder at an older age to have kids during that time of you're very vulnerable. There's a lot of things that can happen during that time, and I've seen miracles, and I've seen 50-plus-year-old woman have a baby and come out perfectly healthy, both her and the baby. And like there's been many cases, and not that I want you to be 50 and have a kid. No, I want you to ultimately when you want it and when it's needed. As in when you find your love and you're not settling because you feel like you're not deserving of this, because I see you saying that. Everyone's deserving of love. And you just have to work on yourself. Learn to love yourself first. Because when you love yourself so much, what other people say won't hurt you. You'll be confident in the way you are and who you are, which will attract the right type of people, your people. Okay? If it's health or you feel like you can make changes with your diet, and you can ultimately get it into a healthy state, take those steps. Get into a healthy state. Love yourself in all the ways. Then go search. You don't need to be in a desperate state. When you're in a desperate state, then you'll accept anything that comes to you, and that shouldn't be where you want. You have to get into a state where it doesn't matter what's all coming your way. It's about what energy needs to stay. Work on yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself over and over and over. Tell yourself that you're young. You're in your 30s. It's young. You got time. I believe you are going to find love. And I believe you can make right choices. Because I see that you said that you're bad. You can make right choices. One day at a time. Right in the morning and right at night. Right in the morning what you intend to be today, which is better than yesterday. How do you intend to show up? And then at night, write down everything in the way that you showed up and the choices you made. Figure out how you can make those better. Whether it's to somebody, the way you worded something, what you ate, did you work out? Get all of those things in order. Then, once you know that you're solid, you're not going to be desperate. You're going to know that it's okay, that the right love for you is going to be there. And when it shows up, it's not going to leave. And that you're deserving of that love because you put in the work that is deserving for that love, which is you finding you. And you have to find yourself, love yourself, accept yourself to be able to receive that from everyone else. Because if you don't do that first, you're eventually going to push everyone away. Okay? That's what I got to say. Gazal, figure out your exit plan. Figure out how you can get out from one country and go to the next. Get yourself right. Then search online how you can, and while you're doing that, how you can get out of that situation. No, I'm not going to hate anybody. Gazal, you're not alone. You have people like us here. And I can understand, you said that you had your parents' divorce. Sounds like you had a rough life, and I'm sorry. And not having that type of relationship that you want around you, having parents together, or having an active parent, or not having active parents, or having both active parents, or maybe they are. But you said no one cares after that happened. No one cared about you. So I want you to know that here and now, we care about you. Go look in the mirror, tell yourself that you care about yourself 10 times every day. And then do that pattern, and I believe that that'll help you out with the same answer I gave earlier. All right, so here's the next question. I spend so much of my day doing things, but it doesn't always feel meaningful. How do I make sure I'm being productive in a way that moves things forward? Easy. Grab a piece of paper, like a fuel gauge, it says empty and full, right? You're going to, there's the archway and then the arrow, and it's like, hey, am I full or am I empty? You're going to make that same type of drawing, all right? Same type of drawing. When you're making your choices the night before and you're saying, hey, I want to do 1, 2, and 3 things tomorrow. Okay? Or maybe you have 12 things that you want to do, right? But you don't know how to identify which one is actually going to be best rewarding for your time. Well, then this is what's for you. Maybe you have 15, 20 different things that you want to get done, but you don't know what is the best and most rewarding for you. Here we go. Write down all 20 of those. Do the empty to full gauge. Put it on there. You could put, and you don't have to use E and F for empty or full. You just put, you could put empty to full. Which one's going to move the meter? Think of that in your mind. Which one is going to move the meter the most? Okay, so this thing that I want to get done today, which let's just name off just some random BS. I want to get the laundry done. Okay, so on the laundry, is that going to put me in the scale? Where is the scale going to put me? Is that going to move the meter? Okay, well, in what way? Do I feel like I have to do any more laundry? No. So could that move the meter in clearing the brain? Could. Okay, so that could bring it up a little bit. Okay, now I no longer have to do that. That could bring it up a little bit. But is it like business ROI? Okay, well then that's probably low on the list. It's like, okay, well then is that moving the meter in that direction that I want to go? No, that's just the day to day. So that's low on the meter. Boom. Now let's go on to the next one. Okay, I need to make 10 phone calls to clients. Okay, cool. What does that do? Just calling 10 clients move the meter? Okay, well, it could bring clients. It could bring more money. It could bring more money, more opportunity. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, that moves the meter. So that's definitely up there. Is that over halfway? Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's pretty high up there. So then that one's good. You know, that's going to be a part of the top 1 to 3 or 1 to 5. Sweet. Boom, calling people. Then the next one is like, okay, hey, I have to go food shopping. Okay. Food shopping is how is that moving the meter? Well, if I'm eating right, then my mind's going to be right, then everything's going to be right. Okay, cool. Do you need to do it now, or do you have food already? Or can it be set aside for later in the evening? No, it needs to be done now. I don't have food right now, period. Okay, cool. Awesome. Make it a priority because you need that to fuel you. Okay, but no, I have food. Food's good. Everything's made. I just probably need to do it. Okay, then it's low on the meter. It's not moving the meter. Okay, and then the next one's like, I need to take the dogs for a walk. I need to, just name off 15 to 20 different things you need to do, and go on that scale based off of what your level is. Like, what do you need today? Do you need all of your admin type stuff done today? Do you need all of your cleaning stuff done today? Do you need all of your business stuff done today? Like, what is your return on investment for today? Is it, oh, well, I can't, I'm always doing everything and I don't have time for myself. So how do I escape that for some time and actually do time for myself? Okay, cool. Well, then at that point we need to be like, okay, well, all this business stuff doesn't take priority to anymore. It's super high typically, but it doesn't in this moment because I really need to make the priority my mental health, my physical health, my recovery stage. Okay, cool. So then going to a sauna, that's probably really high up there where it wasn't before, because before was just business. Now you're thinking relaxed therapy type things. So that's what I would say based off of how you're going to identify which ones you need to move around and which ones are going to actually give you that momentum that you need for whether it's purpose, whether it's your feelings, whether it's your emotions, whether it's, okay, we just got to get work done. I would say base it off of how do I feel right now? What do I need to get done? Is it business? Is it family? Is it a balance? Is it recreation? Is it therapy? Like, what are those things that you need in this moment? And then like use the gauge to identify. The night before is what I would be doing. Night before, okay, this is what I want to do tomorrow. Yeah, I should know it already, but let's just say it's the night before. Just to reiterate, it's important to do. And write those 3 things. I typically am choosing 1 to 3. You can do 1 to 5, whatever, how many tasks you can do. But 1 to 3, top out of those 3, which one is the most priority? Okay, so that's the first thing I do. Which one's going to take the most time? That, boom, etc. So, yeah, exactly, Sammy. Priority order versus energy order. Yep. So you'll know it based off of priority and what you need to actually be focused on. Then match them up and see where they're at and see what needs to move. Yeah, exactly. But if you use that little analogy of empty to full, and you can see, oh, okay, well, this one clearly isn't going to move the the needle or the meter or whatever it is. It's not going to move it, or it is going to move it. Oh, like, yo, this is actually the most important. Why didn't I think of that? Because it was in my head versus actually looking at it on paper. So that's what I would say. Cool. We're at a minute over, but if there's any final questions, Gazal, thank you so much. I see all your information. You're not. I see all of your stuff. I definitely want to go back and forth. You're an awesome. Come back on the next stream. We only stream for an hour. Anybody can extend that time. All you have to do is type in !Stand Store for as little as $3. Extends it for 5 minutes. That's if 5 of you guys go in there, all spending $3. I'll add 25 minutes. If someone donates $25, that extends it an hour. And in addition, anybody who not only does the extension, but when you guys buy a Legendary Smasher membership, you guys also, that goes towards the time too. So I'd recommend everybody going in, typing !Stand Store, going in and getting a Legendary Smasher membership, because that's going to give you the ability to be in casting calls, which we're doing a casting call for this Friday. So if you want to be a part of that, say I in the chat. We're doing a casting call this Friday, so we definitely want you guys to be a part of that. Let's see. So yes, you get casting call. You get to be my friend on Fortnite. You get to do a 45-minute hangout once a month, or maybe it's every other week. So we do like a 45-minute hangout in the Discord where you guys can all come. We can all chill, vibe, hang out. So it's a special hangout that you get when you're a Legendary Smasher, and that's going to be on there. And yes, if you want to be a part of the casting, you have to be a part of a Legendary Smasher membership as well. So you get it within that membership. We're going to be talking more about that. We have 5 memberships currently that were blessed. So we're going to be giving away those in the next couple of days, blessing some people with some Legendary memberships. We just wanted to change some things first before we got all that going. So if you guys receive a message, that's because you are going to be a Legendary Smasher from that Gifted Blessed. Sammy says, and a follow on the platform. Oh, you were joking. Oh, you said I know. Okay. Final question. Here we go. Final question is, I feel taken for granted in my friendship. I don't want to lose them, but I also don't want to keep feeling unappreciated. What do I do? Simple. If you feel like you're getting taken granted of and you're not feeling appreciated, well, first, you got to know you have to know what you're feeling taken advantage of. So that way you can identify it to that individual, but in a nice way. So that way you can let them know what type of support you need. So if you're feeling taken and granted of, find out what it is. Is it time? Is it resources? Is it time, resources? Yeah, what you can find it out, right? Whatever you feel taken advantage of or take it for granted. Now, you don't want to lose this individual, so that's why it's important to bring it up in a way that they understand and they can figure out how to be able to support. So you got to let them know, one, what it's about. So like, hey, I feel as if, like, let's say you get them together and you're wanting to have a conversation with them, to let them know. Like, you just say it like this, or you can put it in your own terms, but this is something similar that I would say. I really appreciate our friendship, and this is why I bring this up to you. Okay, so you're starting off with that because you're letting them know that I really appreciate you. This is why I'm bringing it up to you, because if I didn't appreciate you, I would probably just eliminate you out of my life and, just be like, yo, I don't need to talk to that person, right? So by telling them, like, hey, I really value our friendship, and this is why I want to talk, or this is why I want to have a conversation, or this is why I want to bring this up. You say, I feel like my time, my resources, whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's, work, whatever it may be, right? You then say, hey, I value our friendship, And this is why I bring this up. You know, it seems that when we're, you know, working on said project, or it seems like when we go out to eat, or it seems like when we go out anywhere, or whatever it may be, you can say, I'm always paying, or you can give whatever example it is, right? Whether you're paying, whether you're, you know, you don't have enough time to give them, but they're wanting more time, whether, whatever the circumstances is. Appreciate you, Landon. You're a bossy boss, bruv. And you just let them know, I would really appreciate that in that area or within that time, that whether we split, whether, you know, sometimes you take it up, or sometimes, you know, you do this certain topic, or you do this certain job load, or whatever it may be on that sense, whatever you feel undervalued in, or not appreciated, or maybe you just need the appreciation. You just need to let them know what type of support you need. So you can say, hey, I really value our friendship. This is why I bring it up. I have been working on blank said blank, or I bought you blank said blank. And, you know, I just really, you know, for a second wanted to know, you know, how you felt about that. Or I wanted to, you know, if it has to do with, like, you know, workload, then you just say, you know, I know that I've been doing this amount of work, or, and you're just ask, you know, ask them for that type of support. So just, I was trying to come up with like 5-10 different examples, but ultimately, you know, the example, right? So you know what you're not being appreciated or feeling unappreciated. You just have to bring it up to them and let them know what you want to be appreciated for. And you say, hey, I do all these things for you, and I just wanted to take a moment and see how you appreciated it. And I just want to know that you appreciate it. Or are these some things that you appreciate? Do you appreciate me doing these type of things? So that way they can identify, you know, hey, do you appreciate these things? And if they don't appreciate those things, and maybe they just never thought about it. Maybe they just never crossed their mind to be like, oh, okay, they're doing that, they're doing that, they're doing that, they're doing that, they're doing that. Okay, I need to appreciate them for each and every single thing, whatever it might be. So don't be taken for granted. You're special. You are appreciated. Sometimes you just have to ask for it. Sometimes you have to go searching for it, if that's what you want. Sometimes people aren't just out there. They're too in the zone of, you know, of focus to what's that thing? They're so tunnel visioned that they're not thinking sometimes about other people's feelings, or what they're going through, or you know, the extra, you know, maybe they thought that they thinked you in their way. Maybe they, you know, have a different way of thinking, that maybe like giving things without saying things. So I would just bring it up to them, and I would tell them that you value that friendship, and that's why you're bringing it up, and you just want to know if they appreciate those certain things, and if you feel like there's certain things that you need to change, then you also need to put that out there. You need to say, hey, I really appreciate this, and I was really, you know, I've been doing blank, 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 and I was really looking for to know how you feel, and, you know, just moving forward, this is what I'm capable of doing. That way you can put a boundary in place. Cool. Oh, what? your guys' likes weren't going through? Is that what was happening? Okay, you guys, it has been stream. It has been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are all bossy bosses to the max. Chantel, Sammy, thanks for keeping those likes up. Everybody on Abstract, thank you. Sammy, I see you. Oh. No, I didn't see your question. I think they didn't want you to get your question out. They didn't want nothing to do with it. Put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord link, and he'll put it out next week. All right, you guys, awesome. I will see everybody who's here. Thank you for Motivational Monday today. It was awesome. And join us in the Discord for the next 5 minutes. I will be there in the Discord talking it up. So make sure you guys put in what you liked about the stream. Put in what you want to see in the future. Whatever it is. I will see you guys in Discord in the next couple of minutes once we end the stream. I love you guys. We'll catch you here tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST. Let's go.